Chapter 6 Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
What time is it? And with that, hello and welcome back to another video of Beacon Pines. Today, or better to say, last time we discovered that Gran had a secret. I am with you in a moment. Stop knocking, I heard it. We found out Gran has been doing some shady stuff. We kinda had a suspicion on that before, but apparently she's been in that hazmat suit, so yeah, it is weird. And today, Luca, Beck, and Rolo are gonna snoop around in the house to see what she's been hiding, and we're gonna check for the door right now, because that is driving me a bit crazy. Hello, hello! Rolo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helped me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rolo strutted across the room.
If I were Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secret? Well, probably in the room upstairs that's been locked. Perhaps where you might least expect it. Got the music. I love it.
Rolo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. Luca looks very impressed. She keeps that fire going every day, Rolo. Which is not good considering sometimes nobody is in the house. Drat, it may already be too late. Just think of the amounts of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Gran doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. Exactly, that's what I said. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Yeah, that would make sense actually. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought? I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush. True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, her jam maybe? She's always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Alright, Rolo. This is your time to shine. Ah, yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and...
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Oh well. Seems like your Gran has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Oh my god, I thought there was a key or something. Oh. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do you mean? There's barrels there with like an exclamation mark, probably saying that it's dangerous. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution, explosive. And jam jars. That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your Gran making? She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
That guy, why would... Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And... ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Uh-huh.
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A Gran Jamgram? It says, last night I used the disguise here is provided to scout the location. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so I let it slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. And that's weird to be like, go up again? Or I mean, she's away for most of the day, but still.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked. He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
What do you got there? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. That's weird. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Ah, alright, he was a doctor. I thought like things concerning his health. Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See, creepy. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Noncrete's name. Really? Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins. Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else. Yeah, maybe something concerning with the foul harvest.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progressed so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind. Exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands. Isn't it maybe? You know, I think in one of the parts we had Iggy that was contaminated with some sort of poison. But was it maybe that?
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? What did he mean, enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullsh.
Luca slammed the drawer shut. A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your Gran a serial killer? Well, good question. Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. Noncrete has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Yours is a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Yeah, probably not.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Fair. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if you follow it,
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
it leads right to, let me guess, mission control.
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town square? Alright, I was wrong. Maybe where perennial harvest? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So, it's not hiding treasure. A real bomber. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival. Cool. Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Well, I mean, if she's going to the kitchen, she's gonna, like, notice that we found her secret room, don't you think? Hit the lights. It's not gonna, like, that's gonna make a difference.
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Like, you think about it, it would have been smart if one of them would not go down with them in the room and stayed up to kind of like warn them or give them some time to get back up, you know?
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
The Tolliver guy. Hello.
A final few footsteps reached the entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone down there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump.
Yoo-hoo!
Thump.
I'm not here to hurt anyone. Well, that's what you would say if you were.
Thump.
I'm just here to help.
Thump.
Just...
Thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Huh? Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't.
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me, but there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that person? What? No! No, right?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clopped him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
Mr. Tolliver?
Chapter 7.
I mean, we kind of knew because of the shadow figure. Well, maybe we find out a bit more in the next video, hopefully. It's getting a bit confusing, but instead of answering questions, we just get thrown more questions at us. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.